Hello dear students, welcome back to the second session of Geography Chapter 2 Globe, Latitude and Longitude. Hope you all are healthy and excited to learn the further topics. But can we all recall what we learned in the first session? Do you remember? Yes, we learned what is globe and we learned about equator and latitude. So let us start our second session with new topic, that is heat zone of the earth. You all must have noticed we get too much of it in our country, but compared to the Africa we get less heat. On the other side of, if we look at European countries, there is very less heat or more of cold. If we look at Arctic Circle near the North Pole, which is very cold, it also has snowfall. In the same way in Antarctic Circle near the South Pole. Why is it so? Our Earth gets heat from the sun. The same sun is everywhere. It rises everywhere. So why is it that some places have more heat, some are moderate, some place has snowfall? It is because part of the earth facing the sun and closer to the sun has more heat, and parts facing the sun but are away from the sun do not get or get less heat. Try this by burning a bonfire. Sit near the fire. You will feel the heat. After some time, move little far from the fire. You will feel the heat is reduced. Again, move little more far and continue it. After some time, you will feel you don't feel the heat at all. The same way is the places on the earth. Place nearer faces more heat, little far moderate, and more far less heat or no heat. Refer the images in the slide. Read the topic. Area between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn receives maximum heat at least once in a year, where the sun is exactly 90 degree, and this area is called torrid zone. Refer last image of the slide. Beyond the Tropic of Capricorn, the midday sun never shines overhead. Its rays always fall slanted. As a result, the area bounded by the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the North Hemisphere, and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the Southern Hemisphere have moderate temperature. These are therefore called temperate zone. Here too you can refer the images for better understanding. Area that lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole is the Northern Hemisphere, and the Arctic Circle and the South Pole is the Southern Hemisphere, are very cold. These are therefore called frigid zone. With the term frigid itself you understand fridge is freezing. Please refer the images here too, so that you understand the topics well. Instead of imagination, pictures help you to understand more better. Next topic is longitude. We have learned one parameter of our earth. That parameter was, we have made horizontal lines, but when we think about a horizontal line, it was about the circle around the earth. The place you are looking for can be anywhere in that circle. So this next parameter will tell us where exactly is the place on that circle? That is longitude. What is longitude? It is different set of vertical imaginary lines on Earth. Vertical means a line from North Pole to South Pole. These various sets of parallel lines from North Pole to South Pole is also called meridians of longitudes. Do you remember the word meridians of longitude? These are semicircle. We saw latitude, they were full circles. Do you remember the slices of the sphere? Okay. And longitudes are semi means half circle. If you are getting confused between the two, that is longitude and latitude, remember I have given an example of a sleeping man. His position is horizontal. So horizontal lines are latitude. You can remember longitude by long man, who is a man who will be standing straight. So remember longitude with the long man standing straight, and longitude is also straight standing lines. There might be many places in one single latitude. In order to locate them, we need a different set of vertical imaginary lines called meridians of longitudes. They are semicircles which run from North Pole to South Pole. They are of equal length. Distance between them decrease gradually towards pole where all the meridians meet. Equal length, refer the image in the slide. As we have learned, latitude had different sizes, but longitude has same or equal size. Now we have made latitude to locate a place on a world map. Now we will make longitudes. We need a 0 point to start with, as we had a 0 point in latitude exactly at the center of the earth. That was equator. You remember, right? Now what can be a 0 point for longitude? In longitude, Greenwich is considered as 0 point. This place, Greenwich, is located in Britain, where the British Royal Observatory is located. So this place was considered as 0 degree longitude. This meridian is called as prime meridian. Okay, the 0 point which is considered in longitudes, it is located at Greenwich in Britain, which is also called as prime meridian. Do refer the image in the slide. This 0 degree longitude divides our earth into two parts, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. A part where India is located is called eastern hemisphere. Our earth, our country India, is located in eastern hemisphere. You can see the same in the given image, or you can refer the atlas, the world map atlas. And the part where America is located is called the western hemisphere. Do you remember we always call western countries? Yes, that is America in the west. So it was more easier to locate the place with the help of this longitude. As in latitude, we have to notify XYZ degree north or XYZ degree south. In the same way, in longitude, we have to notify if we are looking for the place towards the east of the 0 degree line, or towards the west of the 0 degree line, or prime meridian. Now it is very easy to locate any point on the globe by by using this grid or longitudes and latitudes. Dhubri in Assam is situated at 26° north and 90° east. If we find out the point where the two lines meet each other, we get the location of Dhubri. Grid means a net. Next topic is longitude and time. Here we will learn what is the relation between longitude and time. The sun is the best timekeeper throughout the world. The shadow caused by the sun is shorter at the noon and longest at sunrise and sunset. The first two pictures show the same. The shadow caused by the sun is shorter at the noon, the first image, and the longest at sunrise or sunset, the second image. When the prime meridian of Greenwich has the sun at the highest point in the sky, that is noon, all the places along its meridian will have midday or noon. Time is thus same in all places which falls in the same longitude. As the earth rotates from west to east, the countries in the east get sunrise earlier than western countries. Japan and Arunachal Pradesh are called the land of rising sun. Those places east of Greenwich will be ahead of Greenwich time, and those of the west will be behind it. The last topic of the chapter is why do we have standard time? So, India is a vast country. Longitude 38° in Gujarat and 97° in Arunachal Pradesh. There is difference of about 1 hour and 4 minutes in the local timings of Dwarka in Gujarat and Dibarga in Assam. Thus, it will be difficult to prepare a timetable for trains which cross several longitudes. It is therefore necessary to adapt the local time of some central meridian of a country as a standard time of the country. Do look at the image for reference. There is a central longitude which you can see in the image. This is where we end our second session and explanation of our second chapter. Very soon I'll be sending you third session with question and answers. I hope you all have understood the whole chapter and topics in it. I'm again insisting on reading textbook and writing hard words. Do listen to the video carefully and read the slides with referral images. Bye for today. See you in another session. Take care. Have a great day.